Joe Burrow was doing the awkward white guy dancing in the locker room there because Cincinnati beat Kansas City and they won the AFC North. They are AFC North champions now. Ja'marr Chase set the record with 266 yards in a game, the rookie receiving record. And he beat the rookie receiving yards for a season. I think he's got 13 touchdowns, and they said Randy Moss has a record with 17. So he probably won't break that, but he's broke every other rookie receiving record. And, I mean, why not? He's incredible. I mean, you see the breakaway speed when he caught some of those passes. There's like three guys around closing in on him, but he just breaks through and is just gone when he gets that ball. It's incredible to see. I mean, he's going to be a great receiver for years to come. And with as long as the Bengals have Ja'Marr Chase, Joe Burrow, and Joe Mixon, they're going to be a force for years to come. They keep a good offensive line and as good a defense as they have now. They could be a low-key powerhouse. This is not a fluke, I think they won the AFC North. I think they might win for quite a few years. I mean, if Lamar Jackson gets better at passing and they get healthy, the Ravens will always be there. The Steelers, we'll see who they get for a new quarterback. The Browns, we'll see what happens with Baker and all that. But the Bengals, as long as they keep that Mixon, Joe Burrow, and Ja'Marr Chase trio, they're good. Like, I mean, if they can keep T. Higgins too, they probably can't keep Tyler Boyd, T. Higgins, and Ja'Marr Chase. But if they can keep T. Higgins and Chase and Mixon and they're a powerhouse for years to come. I love T. Higgins too, and Tyler Boyd. They can all be number one receivers on another team. And yeah, if they can keep at least two of them, they're going to be something to be reckoned with for a long time. So shout out to Cincinnati. No one wants to play them in the first round. Thank God the Patriots aren't. I think I'd rather play the Bills right now than the Bengals. So shout out to the Bengals, man. They're going to be a force. All right, and the Packers get the number one seed in the NFC after a 37-10 win over the Vikings. Whatever. That's cool. I don't care. I still have way more faith in Tom Brady. I don't have much faith in the Cowboys. That's the other. We'll just lump that together. The Cowboys lost bad to the Cardinals. I know it was 25-22 at the end, but it wasn't that close the whole game. It was a blowout basically by the Cardinals. They just made it close at the end. But the Cardinals had that game under control. I think the Cardinals, I love Kyler Murray. I mean, if they get their defense, if they get, James Conner back and everything on track, Cardinals could be dangerous in the playoffs. I think they could beat the Cowboys. They're supposed to play the Cowboys. After seeing that, I have no faith in the Cowboys. Who knows who's going to show up? Michael Gallup tore his ACL now. Their running game isn't working at all. Ezekiel Elliott got that contract and he's good. It's just, I don't know. I don't have faith in the Cowboys. They haven't showed me it in the playoffs, so why would I have faith in them to all of a sudden start winning? Amari Cooper seems to have disappeared. Even CeeDee Lamb seems to have disappeared. So who knows what Cowboys will show up in the playoffs. I could easily see them losing to the Cardinals in the first round. Or I could see them winning and rattling off a couple wins. But it's hit or miss with them. So let's just say I wouldn't gamble on that. I wouldn't throw any money on them, on their number at the roulette table. I'm not betting on the Cowboys to win anything. So, I don't know. It's the Packers. Packers, I do think I think all else said, the NFC Championship hopefully will be an Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady rematch. And hopefully Brady stomps out Aaron Rodgers. I just can't stand Aaron Rodgers. He just walks around with that, I'm so much smarter than you guys attitude, like I'm so much smarter, You guys didn't catch it. I said immunized because it was a big word, and I use big words all the time. So that's why you guys didn't catch it, because I'm so much smarter than you guys. I'm really good at Jeopardy. You guys aren't. Are you guys as good at Jeopardy as I am? I get all the questions right. You guys can't get those questions right. I'm Aaron Rodgers. I mean, that's just that attitude. Just has this arrogance about him all of a sudden, I date models and look at my beanie. I don't care how my hair or my looks or my rough beard. And like, he just has this freaking this arrogance I can't stand. I don't know when it started, but like I didn't dislike him so much a couple of years ago. All of a sudden, I think it's with the contract situation when he just, could have just told us what he's doing and he like held out. I think he hates that Brady has all the Super Bowls and he only has one, and he hates that Brady's the undisputed GOAT. He thinks he's better than him. He's not, but he can't galvanize a team and make a team win like that. Rodgers can have good individual stats, but he can't win like Brady wins in football. So it's different. Does he have talent? Yeah, but he just has this arrogance I just can't stand. Like the whole beanie. And Aaron Rodgers looks like the guy who carries the acoustic guitar and plays original songs about nature and raindrops and shit. That's who really looks like he carries an acoustic guitar around and still plays under a tree in any park. He's terrible. I can't stand that. I'm better than you. I'm smarter than you. That's why I said immunized and you didn't catch it, because it's, I use big words like that. I know Jeopardy answers. You don't. That's why he's gonna host just because he thinks that'll make him look smarter than all of us. And he's so much smarter than us, so I just can't stand it. And he's the victim he plays the victim role because we got mad that he lied about his vaccine status. We got mad he lied about it, and he's like playing the victim card. It's like, no, we got mad because you could kill people by giving them COVID, and you're not above other players. The rules should apply evenly to everyone else. He just thinks he should get better rules because he's Aaron Rodgers and everyone else is everyone else. I'm Aaron Rodgers, so the rules shouldn't apply to me. I should get, clearance to have COVID and still walk around and talk normally because I know big words and sentences. Like, shut up, dude. I can't stand Aaron Rodgers. Like, the rules are equal for everyone there, Aaron. We're not mad. We're mad because you can't just be spreading COVID, dude. Like, that's why we're mad. So, whatever. I don't even want to talk about the Packers anymore. Let's move on. But they're the 1 seed. It goes through Lambeau again, so we gotta play in the snow. Whoever plays there, whatever. That sucks. But, hey, things happen. We'll see if they actually can get past the NFC Championship this year. Or they fold, And then Rodgers will get to do his whole, play out his whole show where he plays out where he's going to play next year, and we all got to wait on bated breath for the decision. Can't stand him. Anyways, the Rams won despite 2 picks from Matthew Stafford. Like he said, he has like 7 picks in the last 3 games or something. I don't know if that's exactly right, but it's something like that. So that's all I want to say on that is, won't that be crazy if after getting all those players, Odell, Von Miller, they already had Aaron Donald, but you get all these guys, keep spending draft picks so they have no draft picks. They got Stafford, Von Miller, Odell. They're depleted for draft picks, and then Matthew Stafford loses in his first playoff game. That'll be a disaster. Like, Jared Goff at least brought him to the Super Bowl. If Stafford loses right away and throws 2 picks, it's an ugly game. That'll be a disaster. That's all I'm thinking. Like, if the Rams are boom or bust, they could either win, or I could see them going to the Super Bowl, or I could see them losing in the first round. So I don't know what I'm going to get with them. I don't know what team's going to show up, defense-wise or offense-wise. I don't know what Matthew Stafford's going to show up. So who knows what will happen with them, but that would be a disaster if they lose in the first round. So they went to do or die with it, and I think, you risk that much of your future and stuff. It's too risky, man. It's too risky, because now if you lose with all these pieces, you lose this year and next year, everyone's getting old, it's over. And now you don't have any draft picks to build up, get younger players, and start over again. You went all in, And now if you lose going all in, you're kind of screwed for the future and rebuilding. So they really kind of risked it. If they do lose in the first round and stuff, they're in trouble for the near future. If they don't win a Super Bowl in the next 2-3 years tops, then it's over. They might be screwed for 5-6 years to come. So it's risky, and I know the general manager and the owner are biting their fingernails seeing Stafford throw all these picks now. So, like, did they really need Von Miller? I know he got the last tackle in this game to win the game, but I forgot about Von Miller on their team previously. Like, did they really need to give up more draft picks for Von Miller and stuff? So it's like I would laugh, I'd snicker to myself a little bit if they lose in the first round. It'd be a little funny for me. So that's the route it looks like they might be on, honestly. It's like so up and down with them on who's showing up that day. I don't know. I can see them losing in the first round more than I can see them going to a Super Bowl at this point. We'll see what happens with them. The Eagles are in the playoffs. I like Jalen Hurts. We'll see. I could see them rattling off maybe a win or something. So that'll be interesting. I like Jalen Hurts, so I almost hope he does win a game. I don't think he will, but I hope they keep him as their quarterback. I think he's definitely a franchise QB for someone. If the Eagles don't want him, someone else will take him. So he's a winner. I think he'll win a Super Bowl in his career. I really think he will. So I like Jalen Hurts. I don't like the Eagles, but whatever. I guess it's cool they're in the playoffs. The 49ers are too if they win against the Rams. And the Saints, somehow, though, the Saints would get in if they win and the 49ers lose. How the hell are the Saints still in it? I have no idea, but whatever. The Colts, Chargers, the Raiders, and the AFC are the bottom three there. Maybe Ravens and Steelers, but let's be honest. Nah. I mean, I hope it's the Raiders. I like the Raiders. I like Derek Carr. I like his attitude, his work ethic. I like the Raiders. So I'd really like to see them possibly get in there and win a game or something. The Chargers they're really hit or miss. I mean, they could beat you by 40 or lose by 40. You never know who's really showing up with them. So I don't know. That's a real hit or miss team there. And Justin Herbert, he'll probably win a Super Bowl, so he's got plenty of time. I mean, he's just got to figure it out completely. He's got all the talent in the world, so he'll be good in the future. He just hasn't quite brought it all together where he's consistent. You know what's going to happen with them. But they got Eckler, Keenan Allen, Mike. If they're all healthy and everything, the Chargers could be dangerous in the playoffs. But, if it's not their year, I think they'll get one in the future anyway. So, and the Colts, I don't know, they lose again. Carson Wentz thinks he's Brett Favre, he's this gunslinger, he's got to win the games and everything. No. Just hand the ball to Jonathan Taylor and shut up. Just hand off to Jonathan Taylor. The Colts are here despite you, not because of you. They're here because of Jonathan Taylor and the defense and the offensive line. That's why the Colts are in this position, not because of you, Carson Wentz. You were not a superstar because of that pass when he was running and the two guys collided and it bounced up and T.Y. Hilton caught it for a touchdown. That should have been a picked ball. That was a bad decision. And you look like a superstar because of it. No, that should have been an interception. You're making them lose. They are there. The Colts are doing good because of Jonathan Taylor, who almost should be the MVP of the entire league. One of the best rushing performances I've seen in my lifetime since LaDainian Tomlinson. You guys are there because of Jonathan Taylor and the defense and offensive line. Just stay out of the way, Carson Wentz. Hand the ball off and just be quiet. You're not this superstar that has to win the game and all the I can't stand Carson Wentz. He thinks he's a lot better than he is. I think he was overrated. He had one good season, yes, but I think he's quite a bit overrated and he thinks a little too highly of himself there. You're not the reason for the Colts' success this year, buddy. It's your running back. So just hand him the ball. and you hope he gets you to the Super Bowl. All right, the Giants get destroyed again, and Joe Judge says they're not a clown show organization. Although he's clearly made them into one. I mean, have you been watching the same games? Clearly you're not watching the same games I've been watching. Because if you've been watching the games, Joe Judge, you are a clown show organization. You're at least a clown show on the football field, maybe not the whole organization, but you and your football team is. I mean, I don't know. If you're not watching the games, what are you doing? Are you playing? Maybe he's not watching the game. He's playing Candy Crush on the sidelines. That's what I think it is. He's like, we had a good game out there. I got 4 levels of Candy Crush, 43 lines in 6 hours. I don't play Candy Crush. You get lines or something, right? I don't know. Whatever. He's like, I had a good game out there. Good game out there, really got all my candy crushed on the sideline. I don't know what he's thinking or what games he's watching, but yeah, his team is a clown show organization at best. That might be an insult to clowns, because I've seen those Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey circuses when I was a kid, and those clowns were on point. They were winning clowns. Like, how many clowns fit in that little car? And the things they did, juggling and all that, those are winners. Those were great performers. Those were some good clowns out there. I do not see that with the Giants. So that's honestly, saying it's a clown show organization is an insult to clowns everywhere. The Giants are worse than that. They are a terrible team. I mean, bench Mike Glennon already. It's not working out. Bench him, buddy. Bench Mike. I know you're trying to fucking get the first pick or whatever. You're trying to get a high draft pick, but Jesus, it's become a clown show. When you're doing reverses to throw a screen pass, it's become a clown show, and you can't even successfully do that. Like, it's become a clown show, buddy. When you lose to the Bears, run by a guy who's already lost his job, I mean, you're a clown show and you get smashed by them. Like, that's the only good thing of the Giants, is that they're great to bet on. The other team is covering the spread, no matter what it is. 7, 14, 17, 10, 20. They're covering the spread. That's it. They're going to cover. They're going to beat the Giants. So that's the only good thing, is that they're a guarantee to lose. And it's just, you make good money off that. So that's about the only thing the Giants are good for nowadays. Why do the Giants insist on getting these, like, Italian, like, New Yorker guys to coach the team? Why don't they just get guys who are actually good football coaches, like, that are actually good at coaching football? I mean, look at the Giants coaches. They're, Joe Judge, Ben McAdoo. That's his name, the guy with the mustache. So Ben McAdoo. And then after him is Steve Spagnuolo. My New York accent needs work, I know. But all those guys sound like they should be NYPD officers. Like, they all sound like the New York Police Department officers. They should be doing 2 aggressive stop and frisks in Harlem or something. They do not sound like football coaches. They sound like they're sitting in a cop car with a donut and a coffee, like, hey, so slow down, hey, where you off to? Where you going so fast? Bad New York accent, but I mean, come on. Ben McAdoo, Steve Spagnuolo, Joe Judge, they all look like New Yorkers, Italian guys. I mean, all those names already sound racist as it is on their own. I mean, those names sound like beating up innocent black men is in their bloodline. Like, they're meant for it. Not coaching football, not coaching NFL football teams. They definitely sound like they should be on that show, Betraying the Badge. They sound like corrupt NYPD officers. All the Ben McAdoo mustache and they all sound like they have mustaches and shitty old sunglasses, aviators, mustaches, and the fucking cop hat. Oh my God, it's just, they all do sound like Italian New Yorkers. And the other guy was Pat Shurmur. I mean, he's the opposite of that. Pat Shurmur sounds like the best dentist or optometrist in a small town. Like, Pat Shurmur just sounds like such a soft, weak name. It sounds like the weakest kid on the playground during recess that gets beat up by all the jocks. That's what Pat Shurmur sounds like. That does not strike fear in anyone. Like, That strikes fear in nobody. Not saying your name has to in the NFL, but still, Pat Shurmur doesn't do anything for your squad either. So, hey, I mean, the good news, if you fire Joe Judge, Urban Meyer's free. He's unemployed. He's open for a job. That'd be so New York Giants to hire him too right now after all the scandals and everything. That'd actually be so more New York Jets, but still, one of them, New York Jets or Giants, to hire. $20 they do hire Urban Meyer. I would laugh. Oh my God, I gotta bet that with my friend Mike. Fucking $20 they hire Urban Meyer. That would be just so New York Giants. Oh my God. Because it's like equally splitting hairs at who the Jets were always like the worst organization in New York. Now it's like take your pick who's the worst. I mean, New York's supposed to be good at sports too. Like, when did this like whole New York's a great sports town go? They get the Giants, the Jets, the Knicks, the Mets. You know, if it wasn't for the Yankees and the Brooklyn Nets, and the Brooklyn Nets should still be the New Jersey Nets. That's what I call them. Like, they'd be just one of the worst sports states in the entire country. Just think about that. Like, the Yankees, this whole 27 rings, bro, 27 rings. Yeah, 23 of those rings were got when they still had slaves in the South. 23 of those rings were got during Prohibition, okay? 23 of those rings were gotten when the players left the game and went to their second job as a plumber. 23 of those rings, they were wearing fucking leather jerseys or whatever, those leather hats, and the glove was just their hand, basically, with a little bit of actual cow skin on top. They're wearing felt fucking jerseys and shit in 100-degree weather. So stop it. As the Red Sox have more championships than you in modern day times, okay? You guys haven't, in modern day times, you don't have close to 27 rings. And the Knicks, don't even get me started on the Knicks. So the Knicks, the Garden's the mecca of basketball. The mecca of basketball. Yeah, it's the mecca of below average basketball. Yeah, it's the mecca of very poor basketball being played. That's all it's the mecca. How is it? It's always self-proclaimed. It's the self-proclaimed by the New York Knicks and Knicks fans as the mecca of basketball. Like, how many championships have been won there? What, did they win like one in 1977 or some shit? And it's like, who else has played there besides Patrick Ewing and John Starks and shit? Like, what's the mecca of what? It's known for opponents coming in there and stomping you, like Michael Jordan, LeBron James. It's known for opponents coming in, and stomping you guys out, but Kobe, it's the mecca of very shitty basketball, but let's just say that. I'm going to leave it at that because, the Celtics, we at least got one. I know it was with a super team or whatever, but at least we got one in modern times. There's one more than you guys got. And we should have another one, I thought, with our new young talent, our superstars, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum. I was so excited. Marcus Smart, I was so excited for this squad, but now it seems like, with Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, so shout out to Jaylen Brown for scoring 50 points. I think it was 50 points and 10 rebounds or something, or 10 assists, 10 something. But 50 points in a 116-111 overtime win over the Magic. We barely beat the Magic, and Jaylen Brown scored 50 points. And yeah, we beat the Suns on a buzzer beater or something, so we're on a 2-game win streak. But we'll start losing again because it just seems like Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum want their 30 points. They're playing great. They got amazing stat lines. It's like Marcus Smart said, but they don't pass the ball. No one else is scoring. When's the last time anyone else has scored 20 points on the Boston Celtics? Like Dennis Schroeder was every once in a while, a little while ago when Marcus Smart was out. But that's maybe about it. Marcus Smart scored, I don't think he scored 20 all season. No one else, like Robert Williams would be scoring way more. Even Al Horford, like Grant Williams is good, but no one else can shine besides Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. It's like they want these big stat lines because they know they're going somewhere else and they want to look good to get these huge contracts. Because I think they're both getting out of their rookie contracts. They want these huge max deals, and they're probably to go somewhere else. We got to get rid of one of them. I hate to say it, but at least, if not two of them, they're just playing selfish. They score 30, 40, 50, yeah. But what does everyone else score? Usually superstars, that's what's good about them. Kobe and they want to win. They want to win as a team. They care about winning more than their own stats. You know, the biggest guys who cared, I love Allen Iverson, love him to death. But that's how he was. He cared about his stat lines more, and how many championships did he win? 0. Charles Barkley kind of seemed to be that way too. I mean, even fucking Patrick Ewing, Karl Malone, all these guys that had huge stat lines and shit never win championships. If you sacrifice a little bit, I can't stand LeBron James, but at least he's down to sacrifice a little if he's on a team with other superstars, which he always is, but whatever. Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum just seem to care about their fucking stat lines and scoring 30 every single night. As long as they score 30, no one else gets to. They're fine. We lose every game. They're fine with it. They're just not there to win championships. They won't sacrifice their stat lines for championships. They sadly, I'm at a breaking point. They gotta go. We should not be 16-19, or whatever, maybe 18-19 with these 2 wins. We should not be under 500 with this squad. We're better than that, and it just sucks to see. I love both. I love Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. I don't know which one, if I had to pick one, which one I'd choose. I mean, it'd probably be Jason Tatum, but it's like, I don't know who. If both of them seem like they just don't want to win, they just want to score points, and it's sad to see. I mean, honestly, like, who else scores points on our team more than 10, 15? No one scores 20. Look at no one else will ever score 20, but they'll score 30 every single night. Sorry, I went off on a freaking tangent there, but Celtics pissed me off. Anyways, that's basically it. Last thing, the Tennessee Titans are the 1 seed in the AFC. How and why? How are the Tennessee Titans the number 1 seed? That seems shocking to me alone. Like, it's got to be the worst 1 seed in recent history. I mean, I just feel like they are highly overrated. I know they're getting Derrick Henry back, which is good, and getting A.J. Brown back is really big. And I guess they did. It seemed like they were going on a losing streak. I guess it was 2 in a row, but now they've won 3 out of 4. I just feel like they haven't played that great of opponents. I know probably if you look at their record and who they beat, and they probably have beat good teams. I don't feel like anyone's scared of them. Like, when any announcer or anything on ESPN is saying who's going to win the championship, no one's saying the Titans. No one's even saying for them to get to the Super Bowl. I believe everyone thinks they're going to lose, even if they get the bye, they're going to lose their first round game. Like, I think everyone assumes that and thinks that. I mean, and why? I don't have faith in them. I don't think anyone's scared of that. I'd rather play them as a Patriots fan. I'd much rather play the Tennessee Titans than any other AFC team. The Bengals, the Chiefs, anyone. I'd much rather play the Tennessee Titans. I mean, that's it. No one's scared of that. Everyone, I think, is expecting them to lose in their first round game, and they'll be shocked if they get to the second round game. Maybe the second round or the AFC Championship, maybe, but not to the Super Bowl. No one's predicting that. All you'll hear talked about is the Chiefs, the Bills, even the Patriots. And I mean, I think all those teams are better than the Titans, but the Titans are the 1 seed somehow. The Titans are the 1 seed. It's got to be the worst 1 seed in a long, long time. Where no one's predicting them in the Super Bowl. Would be shocked if they win a game. That's got to be the worst 1 seed in a while. But hey, they could be scary. They could be a wild card, underdogs as the 1 seed and shock everyone. And they could fly under the radar and be, a dark horse and get to the Super Bowl, I guess. But I mean, especially if Derrick Henry is back to full health. I don't know. I don't see it. But hey, you never know what's going to happen. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching KMaccTalks. This has been another episode. Well, no, this has been the inaugural episode, the first episode of KMac vs. Sports, where we react to all the latest, hottest sports news. Stay tuned for KMac versus hip hop and rap. We're going to react to some rap videos, some up and coming rap videos. We're going to react to some some viral videos during the week. Every day is going to be a different reaction video, so just stay tuned for that. I'll let you know what videos are coming out each day if you subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. Below, you will know when the videos come out anyways, so there you go. Make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell, because there will be new videos every single day. And subscribe to my social media, should be at the top here. And then that's where I'll be telling you what videos are coming out and promoting them. And I'll be doing it big this year. 2022 is my year. It's happening. We're doing big things here at KMaccTalks, so just stay tuned. Strap in your seatbelt for the ride. Yo, it's about to get bumpy. It's about to get bumpy out here. I don't know what that means, but just, yeah, subscribe, hit the notification bell. You'll see the videos. You'll just see them coming out. You'll get the feel for it. Reaction videos, all different topics, sports, rap, viral sensations, fucking movies, TV, fucking tattoos, fashion, doing a lot of male fashion shit. Just stay tuned for it. KMaccTalks. I'm Kevin KMac McCarthy. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. Have a wonderful day. Peace.